On August 29, 2017, I uploaded a video called Delivering Uber Eats on a Skateboard. Not too long after I uploaded it, it went kind of viral. Kind of viral because, these days videos of people using an egg slicer, they have about 33 million views. So with my video not even being at a million, it's just kind of viral. I guess it needed more egg slicer. Anyway, I have watched quite some YouTube videos myself, and I initially created that video because I thought it was a super creative, entertaining and original idea to do these deliveries on my skateboard. I had this other pretty cool idea of creating a goal for it. This goal had to be something we could all enjoy. So I decided that that goal is gonna be this new Canon lens that I could use for future videos. First I want to say that the money that I'm making for these videos, I asked you guys what we were gonna use it on. I decided to use it for a new lens for my camera. Me and my pretty basic Photoshop skills decided to create this little bar that showed how much progression we made. That bar ultimately kept our goal close in mind. Pretty smart. I even think that little bar definitely played a part in the success of this series, backed up by stories from Amsterdam culture told by a local skate dude who grew up in Amsterdam. This was a pretty good format. Before I had uploaded that very first one, I wasn't completely sure if it was actually good, so I asked you guys in the very first video if it was fun, because I was thinking of making a whole series out of it, but I just wasn't completely sure if people would actually like it as much as I did. Well, you guys did. It's pretty insane because I know it's nothing like a television show, but it felt a little bit like I was having my own show. Quite a funny experience, actually. If you would compare it to real television, that first video was almost kind of like a pilot. To me, the format was pretty freaking golden, because especially for the YouTube video era that we are in right now. It has been 3 months though, so I really feel like I should give you guys a bit more of a proper response. Also, one of my latest videos, I got a comment about it, but I actually got loads of comments about it, especially when I stopped doing it. On every single video I uploaded after the Uber Eats series, I got loads of comments, and I think I did react to one of them, but they just kept coming, so I thought, well, if I just continue to create other content, they will ease down eventually. Now, the comments did ease down, but it's definitely not one of the best strategies to communicate with your audience. YouTube 101 right there. But yeah, I felt like there needed to be a proper response on why I stopped doing it, and if I will ever make skateboard food delivery videos again. I could have decided to keep this going, bring in those views. The series did very well on my channel. My channel is growing fast, so me stopping was kind of going into the opposite direction of YouTube views. But I actually have a couple real good reasons why I stopped doing it. Why, bro? One of them is that I didn't want to exploit it, and I felt like if I made a ton of video on this, it was just gonna be this thing that will eventually get boring. You know the saying, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain? I'm neither one of those, but if you think about that saying, you can kind of understand what I'm trying to explain here. Also, I'll take any excuse to use a quote from The Dark Knight. So initially what I was afraid of is that if I would have kept this going for a lot more videos, it would have just become boring, and if I would have made a ton of videos on it, it was just gonna be this other YouTube channel exploiting an original video idea. And this is definitely not a super good reason. It's definitely not #1 reason, because you can always spice things up. If I just worked on them a lot, they could have stayed fun for quite some more videos. But that wasn't the only reason, because another reason for me quitting was Uber Eats. It's not my passion. I originally started doing YouTube because I love skateboarding, also have a pretty big interest in filmmaking, but the initial idea was to do YouTube so I could stick to skateboarding. To me, this was the only way to stick to skateboarding. Chances of me making a living out of skateboarding were absolutely, and are still, absolutely zero, so I thought, screw it, let's try to get a proper YouTube skateboarding channel so I could make that my job. My channel is definitely shifting towards a more storytelling format kind of channel because I love that quite a bit more than the look at me skateboarding videos. But skateboarding is initially why I started YouTube, and doing Uber Eats definitely didn't feel like sticking to doing what I love at first. And the last reason I stopped doing Uber Eats is because Uber Eats is from Uber, and they're just a pretty big corporate company, to be honest. Along with Deliveroo, they have been hitting my national news quite negatively. They're just doing a really bad job towards their employees. For example, they hire you as a freelancer, so you don't have any insurance, and I've heard stories of 16-year-olds end up in debt with the government because they already bought a PlayStation from the tax money they still had to pay at the end of the year. So if you all sort it out in the beginning, I bet you'll be fine, but it's just not something I love supporting. Now, I know there's this other company, Foodora. Same concept. They actually hire people in contract, so that's probably the one I would recommend, but I'm currently not really into the food delivery stuff. So I would love to hear some comments of what you guys think is the best company at the moment, or any stories. Yeah, because if I would do it again, I would probably not do it for Uber Eats, especially now knowing how much views it has gotten. So that leaves you guys with the question, is there gonna be another skateboard food delivery season? Well, I don't know. I could possibly see another series of this in the summer. I could possibly see myself do it on an electric skateboard and maybe find like a good cause or something. Maybe find something cool to collect money for, but for now these are really just thoughts. I am extremely happy with all the content I've been putting out in 2018. I have finally found a format that I truly love making, so there's definitely going to be some proper content this summer. Just not sure if it's going to be about delivering food on a skateboard. I know a lot of you guys want skateboard food delivery videos, but I don't want to make any promises or get anyone psyched on this because I simply don't know. Only thing I do know is that a lot of you guys liked it, so the least I can do right now is a funny in-depth story of your boy doing deliveries on a skateboard. This one is pretty funny about the perspective, so from you guys' perspective, watching it on YouTube, it seems pretty fun. But you know, from other people's perspective that watch me real time in real life, it's this dude with a huge Uber Eats bag on a super tiny blue penny skateboard talking to his pink hat with a GoPro attached to it. So for anyone out there that has ever tried to vlog or talk to a camera in public, you gotta know that stuff, it takes a little bit of confidence. I know vloggers get a lot of shit, and I'm not a big fan of a lot of vlogging content, but the one thing that I can give you is all those people creating content while talking to a camera in public, they're committing to their content, and I got respect for that. So thank you guys all so much for watching and all of the support. I've gotten quite some messages of people loving the new quality content. I know it's not as frequent because I'm just not able to upload that much as I used to, because it just takes me a lot more time, these more story based kind of videos. I'm loving it a lot more though, and I will try to get one up every Saturday. I have to just sort some stuff out, but every Saturday is the plan, and maybe if from there on I can upload more frequently. So yeah, I'm just trying to focus a bit more on the quality, because I'm just getting a blast out of it. And if you really want frequent content, bet there's some guy out here in the recommended tab that is doing that everyday daily shit. I'm just not into it. I really love these story-based videos, and peace out, skate on.